Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Wednesday, May 7th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I'll start with this one. We had a buy signal late last week, Friday, when we closed above the 111.19 descending channel top, 3-4 month descending channel top, and clearly back above the former channel bottom at 112.19. I do want to see the market continue higher to close higher on the week, ideally above 115.10. That is the high of the low. That would all be nice. If you're long right now, this is what I'm talking about. And that is the position to be in right now, is long. Despite the hesitation we're seeing right now, I still expect the 124.09 speed line over the next couple of weeks. And yes, I think this 153.13 January 25 all-time high is in reach by the end of the year, holding above 111.19 to 112.19. Now, 111.19, this descending channel top, is actually 110.45 on the daily chart that you can see right here. So we're using daily levels today. 110.45, 111.92. It's kind of a wide range for day traders, but I'll let you choose which to buy. We might bottom out only at 111.92, or we could break 111.92, of course, and retest the 110.45 formation. But either way you look at it, holding above this low 110 support does maintain a 1 to 2 week objective at 123.27, which is also, by the way, on the weekly chart at 124.09, where we could place a weekly high, and if settled above, would be yet another sign of strength as we move into the third quarter. Within 2 or 3 months, we could see the 153.13 January all-time high. On the way up, once again, I've got 115.10. This is an important area. We came close to testing that actually on Tuesday. 114.74 was the high. Closing above 115.10 does indicate 119.88. I think by Friday's close, I would expect a spike in volatility. 119.88 is a 50% upside retracement from that January high against the more recent April low. It can contain daily highs on the way up to 123.27, our 1 to 2 week target that still exists above 110.45 to 111.92. So I see no compelling reason to be short NVIDIA right now, whether that's over the 1 to 2 week time frame up to 123.27, or whether it's through the rest of the year up to 153.13. That is the big picture. Now for the downside, and it is FOMC today. Interest rates, they're expected to remain unchanged, but there's always something said, I think, by the Fed, by Powell, for instance, that could move the market. I don't know how substantial, but if we break 110.45 today, I would expect on an intraday basis that 107.86 level. So breaking 110.45, 107.86 in reach. There's also a rising 1/3 speed line that precedes it. So there's two near-term trend-defining support levels. 107.86 is the base. We could test 107.86, solid day trade level you could buy into. We do then want to see, if not today, back above 110.45, a settlement. At the very least, on Friday, we want to see the market close above 112.19, which would also, of course, be on the weekly chart, that descending channel top at 111.19. So we want to see the market close Friday above 112.19. If we happen today, test 107.86. 107.86, an intraday objective below 110.45. So 107.86 could be viewed as a 3 to 5 day swing trade, because we could test it, and then as long as we close Friday back above the 112.19 level, it's all systems go to the upside into next week. 124.09 remaining a 1 to 2 week target. Now, our sell signal comes with a settlement below 107.86. And if we did close today below 107.86, I see that's a good high for the month of May. Over the next 2 to 3 weeks, 95.27 expected. And so the 107.86 level can contain sort of the downside head fake, if you will, below 110.45 on an intra-week basis. But if we close below 107.86, I see no good reason to be long NVIDIA if your time horizon is 2 to 3 weeks out, because 95.27 is likely over that time frame. Until then, as 107.86 continues to climb, and then we've got the descending channel top at 110.45, these actually all kind of come together by Friday. And so it becomes more convenient. Right now, it's a range. I don't like the idea of playing the short side. If we close below 110.45 today, but do not close below 107.86, I think 107.86 is the more reliable pivot point, at least near term. Closing below 107.86, exit long positions, 2 to 3 week swing traders, go short down to 95.27. That would be my advice. Let me take a look at this chart. I do want to mention that on Tuesday, wickedstocks.com put out a stock pick on GitLab. You might want to check that out, right on the edge of a meaningful buy signal after having tested long-term support a couple of weeks ago. And so it would be a go with to the upside. We give the exact precise point to settle above for anticipating a 20% return within 3 to 5 weeks, and within 3 to 5 months, more in the range of about 35%. That I think is realistic, but we're not there yet. You can see it all, plan for it by going to wickedstocks.com and taking advantage of our 5-day free trial. You also get our next stock pick on Thursday, last week's stock picks, and our daily triple Q and SPY analysis that I don't think you really want to be without, especially if you're trading a stock like NVIDIA or Tesla. You really want those index values so you can kind of see where the broader market is hitting key long-term price points. But I'll leave it to you. A closing today above 115.10 is a buy signal. Just wanted to remind you through the rest of the week. So if you're not long yet above these formations that we closed above last Friday, I think you want to go long above 115.10, expecting within several days 119.88, and our 2-week target at 123.27 could be narrowed to within a week or so of closing above 115.10. I think that pretty much rounds it out. I'm going to leave it at that for Wednesday's daily NVIDIA report. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Thursdays, and you have a great day.